I still remember the day I found it, tucked away in the dusty attic of my family's old Victorian home. The mirror's surface was cloudy, as if a perpetual fog had settled upon it, and its intricately carved frame seemed to whisper tales of a long-forgotten era. My parents had warned me to stay out of the attic, but I was drawn to it, like a moth to a flickering flame. As I gazed into the mirror's depths, I felt an unsettling shiver run down my spine. At first, I thought it was just the chill of the attic, but as I continued to stare, I began to sense a malevolent presence lurking just beyond the glass. I tried to shake off the feeling, telling myself it was just my imagination playing tricks on me. But as the days passed, I found myself returning to the mirror again and again, transfixed by its dark allure. I'd catch glimpses of movement out of the corner of my eye, only to turn and find no one there. The mirror seemed to be exerting some kind of influence over me, drawing me in with an otherworldly pull. I started to experience strange and vivid dreams, full of twisted visions and an unshakable sense of dread. I'd wake up in the dead of night, my heart racing, with the feeling that something was watching me from the shadows. And then, I began to notice changes in my reflection. At first, they were subtle, a slight distortion of my features, a faint ripple in the glass. But as time went on, the distortions grew more pronounced, until I was staring at a face that was no longer my own. The eyes were black as coal, the skin gray and decaying. I knew then that I had to get rid of the mirror, but it was too late. The mirror had already become a part of me, its dark energy seeping into my soul like a cold, black stain. One night, I woke up to find myself standing in front of the mirror, my eyes locked on the reflection of a face that was no longer human. The face was twisted, contorted in a scream of rage and terror. And as I watched, frozen in horror, the face began to shift and writhe, like a living thing. I realized, in that moment, that I was staring at my own soul, trapped in the mirror's dark depths. The last thing I remember is the sound of my own screams, echoing through the attic, as the mirror's curse consumed me whole.